Anyway, I'm here in the New Forest at the moment, doing a little bit of investigations on my family history. So you may enjoy it. And if you're related to George and Eleanor Andrews, you may be interested in this. There's a good chance that a fair number of people will be related to them, because they had 14 children, all of whom lived to adulthood. This is the beautiful village of Minstead. We're actually in the New Forest, which was a forest named by William the Conqueror in 1066 as his new hunting ground. These are New Forest ponies that run free across the forest area. So we can see an example of the British form of torture, the stocks, where bad people were tied in and locked in, and people threw rotten tomatoes at them and stuff. So it's such a joy to be here in England in May at 54 degrees, blowing a gale and in between the showers. Lovely little village with some family history of mine here. Let's go and have a look. So this is All Saints Church in the parish of Minstead in the New Forest. And this is where my great-great-grandparents were married in November 1865. George Andrews married Eleanor Egerton. The name Eleanor has continued down to the present generation in my family. I'll just briefly show you a little of the church. It does look as if it is locked, which would be a pity. I've brought a lot of my customers, visitors to the country here, but maybe it is locked. Unfortunately, yes. But there's more to this church that's of interest. First of all, as a churchyard, what could be a more lovely place? In the middle of the forest, but this is the final resting place of a world famous British author. Sorry if you can hear the wind here. None other than Sir Arthur Conan Doyle. Pipe and magnifying glass. Incredible. Way in the distance, I don't know if I'll see when I manage to zoom in later, where there are some deer. Deer in the UK are very shy creatures, not as bold as in some countries. A meadow full of buttercups. And it's blowing a gale here. As English churches go, Minstead Church is not so old. The internals are old, 13th century, but the building outside is 18th century. We're now in the village of Bramshaw. People often think it's very quaint, this little community of people that live in the forest. But as you can see, the people that live here tend to drive quite expensive vehicles. These buildings stand in the place where my great-grandparents, George and Eleanor, lived, in a thatched cottage called Merrie Orchard. These little houses are now part of the Merrie Orchard terrace, and it's interesting to come and see this place. I have a photograph that I will put on my video of the family all standing outside in the late 1800s. Animals in the New Forest are left to run free. Donkeys, as you see, look at them, look at this baby here. Cattle and pigs, as well as the ponies. It's a delightful place to visit and of course to live. This is St. Peter's Church in Bramshaw, and for anyone looking to find the graves of George and Eleanor Andrews, this is the way to go. And if you park here where I've parked, I will show you how to find the grave of George and Eleanor Andrews. So don't go up the steps, but take this gate here under the tree. Walk along here. So it is behind this tree on the right. I came here with some cousins from Australia many years ago, and we found that the grave had actually been broken. So we arranged for it to be mended. You can see where it's been mended up here. So that is the grave of Eleanor and George Andrews, who died within 8 days of each other in May 1906. Don't know what the story was behind that, but here they are in a lovely, beautiful spot again, looking out across the meadows to the forest behind. What an interesting life. 14 children now spawned out across the world. A couple of photographs here. The first taken in 2003 when cousins from Australia came over. First time our two branches of the family had been together since 1914. The second was a group of us who chipped in together to repair the grave after it had been damaged. That was in 2011. So hopefully this video will show anyone who might be interested in the family history of the Andrews family, particularly George and Eleanor's branch, where their final resting place was. Here's the church up here. You'll see loads of Andrewses buried here. very common name in the New Forest in those days. Well, I hope you enjoyed that. The New Forest is just a small area, small but enchanting, beautiful area of England, and one of particular interest to me because I have family history here. It has to be nearly 20 years since I've been here, so very enjoyable, even on a windy and threateningly rainy and unseasonably cool May afternoon.